Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with some more Digimon ReArise, and today I kind of got a multi for you guys. Um, but before I get started, I just kind of want to say sorry. I haven't uploaded the past couple of days. I kind of got a little bit busy, and YouTube doesn't let me create a community post. Not until I unlock that feature and by getting 1,000 subscribers. So we still got a ways down for that. But what's the name? I'm back, and I decided to summon. I've been wanting to summon, even though I kind of say you could skip this because I kind of need to get a couple Digimon to get different showcase, different points of views and different strategies just to showcase in videos if I can. Um, so I'm kind of glad I did. I was going for fighter mode, just because right now it's calm meta, and yeah, even though what was making me hesitate on summoning is that Imperialdramon fighter mode is coming, paladin mode is coming, and that's really good, and it might be coming soon. I don't know if it's this month or next month or next month. It's soon, but what's his name? And so we should all be saving our gems. But not only that, someone in the comments said they spent 2K on this banner and didn't get either, I believe. So that was kind of discouraging. I was like, oh no, I don't want to keep dumping stuff. And I know myself, if I do one multi, I'm going to want to do another one. But I resisted. I just did one multi. The reason I want paladin mode, fighter mode, is just because it's like Grand Koagamon, but a little bit stronger. And this is our first rainbow. Yeah, and then we got him. So, yay, good. We got one of them. And the thing is that fighter mode is kind of like a pumped up Grand Quagamon for calm. However, he does have some weaknesses that I didn't like. But, that's the reason I wanted to do it, just to showcase, just to see how strong he could be in a calm team. Especially how calm is becoming more relevant in the meta. But it does need that defense because Power Brave is really strong. And we just got fighter mode. So that's why I was really glad I did this multi, because I got both in this one. And now I could showcase it. I'm gonna add a cut, so I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, so yeah, I pumped him up yesterday, and I've been using him since. I leveled him up so fast, and I do really like the tankiness it provides. Grand Quagamon provides defense for everybody, but it shouldn't be a problem when having Omegamon in the team, just because Omegamon tanks for himself, and he gives himself that 50% defense. However, I wish it was 2 turns, because that 1 turn kind of hinders it a lot. The most annoying opponent I ever feel like I go against is Ulforce, just because I feel like their Ulforce doesn't survive, or Ulforce doesn't survive, period. And yet the people still use them. But he dispels the defense. It's pretty good, I guess, if you're struggling against crit. So I don't blame for that. But I've tried using Ulforce in this team. You see where Omegamon's at? I replaced Omegamon with Ulforce originally, that he was there. I just feel like I didn't do enough damage. Ulforce still kind of limp. He's not that strong. He didn't survive so long even with all this defense. And that's why I didn't use him. And this team kind of needed something to do more strength, more damage. So I ended up using Omegamon. That's the reason he's there. The rest are basically there just to tank as much as they can and chip away whatever Omegamon can't kill. Omegamon and Dynasmon can't kill, so that's that. And I've been liking the team so far. It's been very consistent. Again, if I go against Gallantmon, I'm always oh, I hope I hit Gallantmon. Oh, I hope I hit Gallantmon. So yeah. Again, if you guys really should get those plugins, they're free. I could be using Silvers just as a free to play player, but it's really good that they give them for free, the plugin. So it's just a little bit of a farm. But let's go in. Let's try out the team. Before I was using this team though, I've been messing around with the concept of using a calm team, just because it's slowly approaching to be that meta, or approaching to be a good team to fight against the Brave meta right now. I tried other things doing this, but again, Ulforce doesn't provide that. Yeah, he's not very good. I was trying to use Minervamon just because it protects you from statuses. That's another weakness of this team. It doesn't have status protection, so that's why I tried Minervamon. And I'm still very pro Minervamon. So, but I think I'll try this team out again. but I'll switch. Instead of using Force, I would use Paladin mode. I do want to try that version of this team, but for now, this team's pretty good. Pretty consistent. Again, against Force, like it's a yikes. Like, you know, I hate going against Force because it clears every one turn thing. But let's go in first match, and this one should be okay. What I've been doing, I just kind of been using this guy's. Oh, I should have showed you guys. I'll show after this match. I'll show the match, but because he counters and he does that, my whole goal is, you know, power resistance, lower it, and what's his name? Since he counters, I'm hoping Omegamon hits it, and then I can dispel it, and then like that, and there, it's done. Like that's why I use Dynasmon first. It does help against Dynasmons. It does help against Omegamons, and that's been my strategy. I always use Omegamon's hit first, but then it disappears. I know that like Dynasmon doesn't do much on his like attack. It doesn't feel like it hits so hard, but the fact that he counters, I also gave him Pursuit, just for the sake of, you know, if I don't counter, if they don't counter and I counter their counter, I can probably Pursuit. That's my whole goal with this, I guess. What I'm trying to go for. And dispel their Omegamons and kill it as fast as possible, and because it's the biggest threat right now, because it does do a lot of damage, it does survive. But Gallimons, you know, Gallimons are the worst. I think I hate going against them. This match shouldn't be that hard just because there's no Omegamon. But yeah, hopefully we see more Omegamon so I can like showcase that. And it's over. See, this team just like tanks so much because they can't get critted. I highly suggest, if you guys have Gallimon, to find a way to add Gallimon in your team, and especially if you have Omegamon, just because it could dispel. And yeah, right now that crit is kind of like really annoying. So I understand why there's more Old Forces around, but Old Force doesn't survive. Yeah. I just wish it was a little bit tankier. It's just too much of a glass cannon. But let's go in third match against more. And there you go. We have an Omegamon. And then we're going against a Black War Greymon, so no critting for us. That's another yikes. And we're the battle's halfway over with Omegamon. Oh yeah, exactly. I didn't realize that can happen to us. And then I kind of hope that this guy kind of hits Omegamon, because it feels like it always targets Omegamon. Like, I'm not sure if it's an actual thing it's supposed to do, but yeah, their damage is kind of like higher just because of that freaking Metal Greymon. Yeah, Metal Greymon. And now I just gotta hope Cherubimon does not die. There you go, we did it. So that's why this is how the team's been performing. One of them always ends up. It's weird because your opponent always ends up targeting one. I feel like that's always my dilemma. But what's his name? The whole team gimmick is like tanking. I use him to dispel, and it's been working great. I highly suggest using Dynasmon like that, unless you need to put up your defenses. I know some people use Hyandro. So yeah, this shouldn't be that hard either. I shouldn't have used that, maybe. But yeah, as long as Gallimon doesn't activate his sub skill, we'll be okay. There you go. That's the biggest threat. If you guys could build this team, I highly suggest it. I kind of been liking it. I should be using Grand Quagamon just to like test the opposite of it. And it's done. Yeah, he hits pretty hard. So that's the showcase with this team. Cherubimon has been like there to give HP. I thought about using another Brave Digimon just to like support how much damage I do. but the fact that Cherubimon gives like that HP boost, it's really good, especially again for Black War Greymon. The crit nullifying helps, but again, in the end of the day, this team's weakness is clearing the statuses. I'm lucky I'm going against a computer. And yeah, there's been times where I don't do very well, and again, it's if I go against Ulforce or a Galamon activates first, but it hasn't been so bad. Oh, my power resistance. And then getting lucky like that. Yeah, you see, I feel like it always hits Omegamon. It's crazy. It doesn't do crazy damage. Maybe if I fully stone it, but I don't want to give it all the stones. I've seen some people level up this one, fighter mode, so I don't know. And yeah, so far it's been doing very well. And I think I'm going to keep it this way. I'm going to use this for a while. Later on my own time, I'll kind of test out Grand Quagamon to see how it does. But the reason that I like him is because it's just a little 10% more resistance. I know it's kind of like different, like power resistance versus defense, but it's been working so far. Again, like this team might not work so well against the tech meta, so that's the problem with that. Hope you guys liked the video. Remember to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.